done. And generally they pay respect to that, and they'll keep that.
How about donating the organ?
Donating the organs, if it can save somebody's life, and if the doctor say, that maybe you have 2 kidneys or whatever, and you can save somebody's life with that, then it would be okay in that scenario. But if
Before
you
died or after died, they have to take it.
what do you mean before?
Organ.
Yes.
If they want to take a kidney, suppose kidney, they will take it while you are still alive or after
Living donor or
death.
after that?
No, after death also it's okay as long as you can save somebody's life. But if they say, we're just going to keep your organs and stuff, then in that case it's not permissible.
Does it matter if the your organs go to Muslim or non-Muslim? Does that matter?
No, that doesn't. You can donate to any person. Another thing, when you bury somebody, it comes in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, that when you buy the graveyard, you shouldn't have discussions about worldly things. What should you recite? So in one hadith it comes about Surah Fatiha. But some scholars say read Surah Fatiha by the head. This is Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Because sometimes people they don't know. Read by the head Surah Fatiha, the first ruku of Surah Baqarah. And by the feet, the last ruku of Surah Baqarah. The last ruku so if you don't know it, you can take the Quran and you can recite these things. When it comes to putting a nameplate or something, a gravestone, we can take something that's simple. In the hadith, M.U.B.K, generally when you build graves, you make it into like camel's hump. And this is what they would do in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. So a person would know. Person would know that somebody has died here. They wouldn't disrespect it. They wouldn't walk over it. They wouldn't just sit there. So that's why this is also sunnah to make the grave like a hump. And Nabi Kareem ﷺ, he prohibited us from building anything over that grave. From building over that grave. Now this issue came up some time back, that over the grave of the Prophet ﷺ, there is a dome. So some people, they had issues that this is against the hadith, so we should break it. Because Nabi Kareem ﷺ said, don't build anything over a grave. So we shouldn't build anything. So some scholars, they said, no, this dome is not over the grave. The grave of the Prophet ﷺ is in the house. This dome is over the house. So that's different. There's a house and that of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, and that dome is over that. So if it's something like that, that's different. But over the grave to make it solid. And the scholars, they say one of the reasons it's permissible that after some time when you decompose, then if somebody else wants to be buried there, then you can open it up and they can bury somebody else there. There's no harm in that. Now also putting things on the grave, for example flowers and stuff. There's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that one day he was passing by 2 graves, and he addressed one of the companions, and he said, the people in this grave are being punished. And lam yu'adhiban, and they're not being punished for anything major. One of them, he never used to protect himself from the drops of urine. When he used to urinate, he didn't used to protect, he used to follow you. And he used to stay naqat. That's why he's being punished. And the other one, he used to carry a lot of tales. Make this one fight with that one, make people fight. That's what he used to do. Yamshi bin Namima. He used to take this one story, oh, you know what, he said this about you, or she said this, and he used to make people fight. So the Prophet ﷺ, he broke up some branches. He put one branch on this grave, one branch, and he said, as long as these branches are good, as long as they're lush and they're green, their punishment will be a little bit easier. So this is, the scholars, they say, this only happened once, or maybe some Sahabis did it, but the Prophet ﷺ, after that, we don't find these types of things that he did in other hadiths. So generally, otherwise, if you go to graveyard, people will start breaking branches and it'll be a whole mess. Right? So that's why the scholars said this is not considered something that is Islamic, and we shouldn't be extravagant. So another thing also is sometimes people, they buy flowers and stuff, and they